In the previous video, we talked about the method write and what we need to write inside this write method. And in this lesson, we're going to talk about close and garbage collection. But if you have a look at this lines of codes, you can see that we have close method on line 209. Then we have our garbage collection on line 231. This doesn't mean that close is going to run first before garbage collection, but it sounds like close is going to run before all of them. So what close is going to do is going to close the session, as we have this comment on the top, close the session and write the session data to the database. So it's going to close the session. But this doesn't make sense, because it doesn't make sense if you close the session and if you come down here and garbage collect, because this is going to open the session again and it's going to slow down the responsiveness of the site or your system. So what we're going to do here, we're going to collect the garbage inside the close method before or maybe after closing the session inside this close method. The important thing is it needs to be inside this method instead of being here, because we're not going to open the session again to collect the garbage. We have this max lifetime, which is equals to 1440 or 24 minutes. But all we need to do right here, we're going to say this and then collect garbage right here. You see, collect garbage equals to true. When this equals to true, which means we're going to run this garbage collection. So it's going to check to see. We're going to come up right here, and then I'm going to talk about this even more in this lesson. The code we're going to write here is going to check to see if the garbage collection sets to true. It's going to collect the garbage or collect any out-of-date sessions by mean garbage. And then to make the PHP happy, this is not the thing only thing you want to do. You're going to return true at the end, because you're going to make PHP happier. For the close method, all we need to do here, we have our close.txt, which is inside this video number 13, because this is video number 13. Copy this and then come here, and then we're going to paste it, and as well as indentation. So first thing, you're going to note this is actually divided by two sections. The first if is going to close the session. The second if is going to do the garbage collection performance. And then at the end, we're going to return true. First, let's have a look at this if statement. So we're going to see that in the database is in transaction. So if it's in the transaction, we're going to come down here and say, okay, this database we're going to commit. We're going to commit because it's in transaction. Otherwise, or else if it's unlock a statement. If you remember what we did in a read statement on the top, was the same exact thing. So you would be able to see if you're using the transaction here. If you're using the transaction, we're having this transaction right here. If you don't have the transaction, we're using this unlock statement using this get lock method underneath. So we have this get lock right here. So again, for this, we're checking to see if you're using transaction, we're going to commit. Nothing really important to do. And otherwise, we're using this. Otherwise, we're going to check to see if we're using unlock statements. We're going to get this unlock statement because this is an array, and then get one every and each of them, and then execute one at a time. So unlock statement, array shift this unlock statement, then we're going to unlock STMT, which is actually getting every first one, and then execute it one at a time. So we are executing. So that's how you're going to close the session. And then you're going to come down here and then use this garbage collect or collect garbage. So we say select delete from this table where expiry is less than time. So it's going to delete all the session record that you have in your database if it's less than the current time. So this current time we are preparing right here. I'm going to explain it. So we're preparing the SQL, bind the value, the time, which is placeholder on here. It's going to be Unix timestamp with PDO transferring to integer. So we're getting this time, current timestamp, which is PHP function. And then we're going to execute it, and then we're going to set the garbage collect equals to false, because if you pay attention, this was based on true. So first thing, we could check to see if the garbage collect equals to true. Whenever you're running this garbage collect, it's going to make it true. This collect garbage equals true. So on top, check to see if it's true. We're going to delete the record and then make it to false. And then at the end, we're going to return true, because at the end of every function, you're going to return it true to make it PHP happier. So if you wonder because we are running this garbage collect at the end, or we're delaying it because we want our system to be much faster and responsive faster, is it going to skip some of those session records in our database? No, because if you have look at this write method on the top, there you go, read method, sorry, what we had here was this function right here. So here, there you go. Current, if you're having this column expired less than our current time, we're going to return nothing or return empty. So that's it. You need to know about those methods. In the next video, we're going to talk about even other methods. Maybe we're going to talk about the destroying sessions in the next video.